Welcome to our today's short presentation on the Never Lost Trading Confirmed Movers Alerts or TradeColors.com alerts. They are one and the same. They follow the principle of trade colors, which is coloring two of the same and with that giving a setup that gives a potential entry when the next candle ticks up the high of a blue candle sequence, or when you have a new red candle sequence and the next candle ticks out the low, then there is a potential for a good, sound, solid directional trade. The question is how to find those opportunities, and we help you getting there. But before you do so, let me introduce myself. My name is Thomas Barman. I'm the owner and inventor of Never Lost Trading. I want to make you aware of the risk of trading. And what we share here is how our system portrays future potential price moves. It's not trading advice because that can only be given by licensed professionals. And let us dive into the details. The Never Lost Trading Confirmed Movers Alert is replicating basically the TradeColors.com setups. And it does it for futures and Forex as it does it for stocks. And then we highlight with the ones in stocks with colors, which ones are easier to trade with options and which ones are harder to trade with options. How do you read that? The ones in clear or white, they're harder to trade with options. The ones in orange, kind of acceptable. The ones in green, easier to trade with it. And some are red, they're super duper tradable with options. So what else you see in here? You see on the bottom, you have a daily alert because that's all in Excel. And then you have weekly alerts. And we show you the details of how that all pans out. On the report, so you see on the first column all the symbols. Column number 2 is giving you an idea of the sentiment, bearish or bullish, going up or down in the setups. And then you have an approximation of the chart setup. And you see in the top, we carry over some that are risky. Why do we do that? Because daily signals, that's something you learn especially from here, and 1 hour signals that go very well together, or 30 or 20-minute signals. And so therefore, what's risky on a daily might still give you a lot of super duper opportunities on lower time frames, as mentioned. Here, we are only carrying those out that have no risky setups because most of the traders that trade from a daily charts, the stocks, they like to trade them on a swing trade, so being in a trade 1 to 5 days or longer. And so this is how we carry it out and give you an idea if the setup is favorable, acceptable, and when it's risky, we don't even mention it. Then important, you see the sector an individual stock belongs to, the motion of the last candle that was on a daily chart, the momentum appraisal by our indicators, and then you see also a sentiment reading for the trend, the longer term time frame, and giving you an idea what was the last price, expected price move. So how far shall the price move for you? Where is a potential entry? Where is a potential exit? Where is your stop? And what's the relation of risk to reward? That's all spelled out very much in detail of that report. So you can even trade it without having the software, while having the software and viewing what you see. This is why on Facebook we are called Trade What You See. That is giving you a big advantage. On a daily report, we highlighted here UPS. Let us jointly look at the chart setup. So that was the report for February 13 that we highlight here. So that came out Saturday for Monday, so you could easily prepare for this. And let's see how it panned out and how the price move went and moved forward. So first chart you see here, that was the setup, Thursday, Friday, 2 long candles, 2 blue candles, giving you the setup of the move. And so we'll do one thing, we highlight them for you. And then afterwards, one thing, we always count in the momentum price move with that to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get out of this candle. And if you did, you were much better on, because if you didn't, because that's most likely what you don't see, then you have nice surprise because the price move of UPS went right the other way. So here's the 1-2 candle setup. It's a continuation pattern move. Buy above the high of that candle. Yep, right there. Favorably get out at candle number 5. So how many days are you in the trade? 3. Is that nice if you can make a return? Absolutely. Where was your risk? Down at the bottom of that candle, so your reward was bigger than the risk. That's nice. We also feature the setup of the 2 candles on weekly charts, and there you see the ones also for the week of February 13 that we had highlighted. Yeah, so those are the symbols highlighted, and you can go through one by one, following up and checking what we are showing you here. And now we want to see how everything panned out. Yeah, we know all those numbers and all of that is a little hard to read on a report, but anyhow, let us magnify. We have nothing to hide. Yeah, we're an algorithmic house. Everything is calculated, focused, directed. Yeah, so those were the symbols that we said, okay, there were so many bulls, there were so many bears, and only under specific conditions when that price threshold that is formulated is ticked out, and when the trade moves a certain direction, then we are out of the trade on a positive exit or on a negative exit on a stop. And we build a relation between risk and reward that gives us an idea if the trade is acceptable, favorable, strong, or risky. So see how that works then on a chart. Let us take MYL, yeah, and see how the price development was, because here I want to teach you also some of the details which are an imperative for our trading, because we trade, we don't gamble. The chart here shows you the setup. Yeah, let me highlight it for you. Yeah, so the two candle setup coming from 2 prior weeks that had long signals by our setups. So there was the price entry, and we traded for a minimum of $2.32. That was the minimum expectation in the next 1 to 3 weeks. However, the price moved very strong, and what you got down there. So next week, yeah, from today when the recording happens, there will be earnings, and we don't want to take a risk. That's the difference between trading and gambling. We don't gamble. We have a high probability system. We would take profit at 42.05, being out of the trade, making a very nice return, and not taking the gamble that we expect to price to either go up or down after earnings. We don't have that necessary. We can consecutively trade day by day signals that are strong, following clear-cut directions by the two candle color setup that is in the pre-market movers alert. The never lose trade principle, also for tradecolors.com, follows clear-cut rules. If the price moves out of a certain price containment, then others will see it. If then they go with the price move, so they acknowledge the new direction, we go from with it too on the long side as on the short side. And with that, we are able to always work with consecutive defined entries, exits, stops, help you to evaluate your odds. You saw how we do the risk appraisal. And also when you work with us, we make a business plan for you. A business plan means a financial plan. What can you expect from trading? And an action plan. How can you do consecutive trading on a day-by-day, week-by-week basis on those clear-cut rules, which instruments to focus on, and we'll do that to the best of your knowledge and to the best of your desires, because we focus on one-on-one training only. With the never lose trading alerts, we never want you to be late for a trade, because you know in advance where prices move, and that's essential and important for putting your money to work. Yeah, and this is how you can be part of that. Yeah, so when you see here our web page, yeah, so that's the home page. Click on here, and from here, then we got you forward. This is going to bring you here to the Never Lost Trading Alerts page, and you have the ability here to scroll down to the individual alerts. Yeah, so here today we'll look at the confirmed movers alert, and on the confirmed movers alert, then you can go over here. It explains all the details. And you know what one little pleasure is? The first week's for free. So if you sign up, first week's for free, you have consecutive entries, exits, stops, all of that written out on the report. It's all explained to you. You can look if you want to see how the system works based on the tradecolors.com. So how do you get there? You go again on home. And from home, you scroll down here to our overview. If you're not signed up yet, you have the chance here to our free reports, webinars, and to our trading tips. So then you look here, so okay, what do I want to look at? I want to look at the tradecolors.com. That's this one. Yeah. And there you got videos and all a brochure that you can download here, giving you an idea of how we trade and why the system is following institutional money moves. That's very important because a lot of systems nowadays, they're just mathematical based. We are not. We are reality based. Yes, we use the mathematical program to translate the reality of a change in supply and demand into a reality that you can trade from, but we are still following the markets, and that is important. The never lost trading confirmed movers alert or tradecolors.com alert, that's one and the same, giving you signals from a daily chart, which you can also follow on lower time frames as said, like for example 1 hour, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, very preferred, and also for daily signals here on stocks, futures, and options. You can have that for $99 a month. Yeah, it's month by month subscription, and you can cancel it so at any time if you don't find value in it, but many do. And you'll get the signals for daily alerts and for weekly alerts. And with that, you can translate the action on the chart directly by your proposed entries or exits on here on the report. Or even better, if you use the software and you learn how to trade all these situations with different strategies, then you have a higher chance even to come out positive in trading for a living. If you want to be part of all of this, you can directly sign up online for the alert, yeah, the confirmed movers alert or the tradecolors.com alert, one and the same. And that's going to cost you $99 a month. It goes month by month, and they said it spells out clear-cut entries, exits, and stop levels. It's easier when you have the software on hand, because this is why we call ourselves also Trade What You See, because the chart shall portray when to buy or sell. And if you have questions about how to use the software, how these mentorships are that we are offering, and how everything works in real life action, we are happy to give you a demonstration. Call 866-455-4520 or contact at neverlosstrading.com. And we are happy to guide you into the world of high probability trading, helping you to turn yourself into the trader that you want to be. We are looking forward to hearing back from you. Bye-bye.